What a night it was. Afternoon, whatever the hell you want to call it, for WWE Clash at the Castle, the first stadium show in the UK in 35 years. I can't believe it was that, long after how everything went, SummerSlam that year, which really, I mean, look at how big it was. Road Warriors, I mean, you got to see Davey Boy and Brett. Like, there was a lot of good things that happened. And then, like, they stopped for a while, which again, doesn't surprise me. Was really surprised about a lot of decisions that were made by the powers that be then, but it was a really, really good show. I want to, send a special shout out to all the people that made all those. Look, Wyndham Rotunda is on a flight log to go over there. Yeah, how'd that one work out for you guys? Why? What's the point of putting the shit out there when you know it isn't true or coming to fruition or anything? All it does is make people go, "Ooh, it's going to happen," and then nothing does. And it's not even that everyone's disappointed. We're just over it. That's one of the biggest problems in the wrestling world. I'll say it right here. You can comment if you agree with it. Literally, what the hell does any of that do except get more people like, they're excited, they're stoked, and then nothing happens? Wouldn't know why the Hardys coming back at WrestleMania was so impressive that year. Because they said, "Hey, what? We're out. We did this show for another company. See you later. Bye. Thank you." Boom. There they were. Edge. No one had an idea. Look how special the moment that was. Why can't we just let everyone have those and just shut the hell up? How the hell do people still listen to people that keep saying all of that stuff? Like, "Ooh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna, yeah." How'd that work out? Like, all you do is get people's hopes up and then piss them off and under deliver. Stop listening to a lot of it. Just do what I do, everybody. Wait and see what actually happens. Don't waste your breath watching, any of that, listening to any of that, reading any of that, or anything. Don't give them the time of day. If you don't give them the time of day, they'll actually have to do better. We can force them to do better if no one does the clickbait, reads anything, or does any of that. Call me crazy, but it'll actually work. I will say I thoroughly enjoyed a bunch of the matches. The ones I thought were going to steal the show indeed stole the show. I'm going to get into that whole heel turn thing. He could prove me wrong. I'm going to say that right now before I get into it later. He could prove me wrong. I hope he does. We'll see. And then the main event, like, that was really good. And then I didn't see that one coming after all the reports of wanting to do it on his own, not do any of that, but that here he is. And I think it's a good move. Would I've liked to see him do it on his own, like everyone like said. He said yes, but is that another great wrinkle to it for someone that could compete for other titles too? Yes. That could be really good, but I'll get into my feelings on that. I think it could be really cool. But started out with Bianca Belair, Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair, teaming with Alexa Bliss and Asuka to get defeated by Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. I thought it was a great match. I'm kind of curious how Lily didn't make it through customs. Maybe it was just me going, she's not going to show up there. She cannot show up everywhere. It'll help with Alexa and the whole thing. Again, comment, tell me where I'm wrong. I think her not walking around with Lily would actually be an improvement for her going forward towards things. Could be really good, but there it was. And I liked the match. They put together a pretty good one. I just can't believe that they had Bianca get pinned. Who the hell actually, like I said, they were going to lose. And there I was arguing, were they going to have pinned to like look weak to take it? I did not expect Bianca to get pinned, and have her get pinned by Bailey means we know who's next in line in the next thing and where they were with the work they were doing before Bailey got hurt, which led to, a whole series of events to happen. Becky and all that coming back. Like, I'm curious to see where they could take off with it. I hope that, we don't get too much Io and Dakota. I know we're going to, but like that could be really, really good, especially with how much, Bailey, I'm sure, has worked, evolved. She had all the time in the world. And I'm sure she's gotten better, but I just did not see Bianca being the one to get pinned there because of where it was. But ergo, it's a big show. Now we know who's next in line. I don't think anyone will complain. I mean, never mind. People will complain. People always complain. I'm not complaining. right now. So don't get me wrong. Like I just that's where Bailey was before her knee went out. I know all about knee injuries. They suck, but that's where they were. So to get back to that, I think works. I'm okay with that. I don't know about everyone else. I don't care about everyone else. I think that's really good to do it that way. Pardon my mouth, a little dry, but been a long couple of days. But I think that's really good, and I'm very excited to see it going forward. Because again, that's where Bailey was before the knee injury, her and Bianca. So it only makes sense for her to be back and be next in line to carry that on. So I'm okay with that. Gunther with Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci putting Imperium back together. And everyone that says, well, it's no Imperium, well, who's this Gunther and Ludwig and Giovanni Vinci? Like, well, it's the same guys doing the same thing. Vince might have changed a bunch of names, but it's the same guys all back together. Hopefully they stay again. Defeated Sheamus with Ridge Holland and Butch. Again, we've seen Butch in his Pete Dunne gear. I liked, Michael Cole's line of the old Butch on SmackDown when he was doing certain moves like that was really good to see. And to have the rest of Imperium and Butch and Ridge, fight off like the whole beginning there and go backstage and we don't see them again was great. To see the rest of the guys from Imperium come down after the match was great. To walk off them, I really just, it looked right. It felt right to me. It hasn't felt right the whole time without it. Again, comment, tell me I'm wrong. It really just felt weird to see them go up and not be together. So hopefully this is a thing to be forever. But that was a hell of a match. I enjoyed it. I thought it was the best match of the night. I thought, Sheamus put on a hell of a show. Gunther he made Gunther look really, really good for the beating he took. It was slobber knocker. They just beat the hell out of each other, and there was no stupidity. There was no anything. Believe it or not, you don't have to have that in every match. Just have them go out there and beat the fuck out of each other. That's all we want. That's all we need. That's all anyone wants to see is them beat the fuck out of each other. I don't know how hard it is. I don't know why it seems so hard. Why people make it so hard? It's so simple. That was amazing. To see them not get involved and those guys just go, 20, 30 minutes, whatever the hell it was, and beating the hell out of each other was phenomenal. It put, like if Sheamus was doing stuff like that 10 years ago, think where he could have been. But again, was the opportunity there to do that? Was he allowed to do stuff like that? There's all those questions that come to be, but damn it, they stole the show. There were other good matches, yes, but that one was phenomenal. They stole it. Congratulations to Gunther. I think it helped really elevate the IC title for the war that they went through for it. That's all you need to do. Have good matches. Don't have a bunch of stupid. Don't have people talking. And let's have them go out there and beat the out of each other. That's all we wanted. That's all we got. And it was phenomenal in one word. You're welcome, AJ Styles. Liv Morgan defeated Shayna Baszler to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship. Liv physically, like she looked phenomenal. What else is new? And it was a better match than I thought it was going to be. Again, coming off of, SummerSlam, the people were booing her. I'm sure when she gets back here to the States, people are going to be booing her again. But at least it was a competent match. It was good. Wasn't the greatest thing, but compared to the last match, she at least looked, like she knew how to do something. So that was good. Edge and Rey Mysterio with Dominik Mysterio defeated the Judgment Day with Rhea Ripley. It was a great match. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I like that everyone got involved between Rhea, Dom, all of them. They all got involved, but they didn't get too stupid and overdo it like we see happen with, Trick Williams in all of Carmelo Hayes' matches. Like no matter how good he is, but Trick gets involved like 6 times a match. It takes away the awesomeness of it. They got in there and it was all intelligent, just taking, other people. Like it was really nicely done, in my opinion, because they didn't make it too stupid. And I thought it was going to be good. It was good. The Dom turn, the clothesline looked good, but the low blow to Edge, hopefully they don't have Edge take an L to Dom. I'm sure the Ray one's going to happen, but hopefully nothing to Edge. We got to see if he could talk. See what he could do in the ring and all the stuff. It's not the greatest thing, but it's not the worst. It's what can he do on the mic? Because I'm sorry. In my opinion, he hasn't really been good talking. He hasn't really had a character, which is why I was hoping maybe this leads to him doing something with that and they're just getting the hell kicked out of him so bad that he shows up on 2.0, whatever the hell they're going to call it. So we can, build character and learn how to do all those things that he never got to do. I think that was a bad thing. It wasn't in front of a crowd, so it gave him time, improve without seeing live crowds there, but I just didn't like it. I'm sorry what everyone else is like. Everyone said it was coming. I was hoping it wasn't. Let's see where it goes. I just, if he could show the physical thing, because that was the clothesline to his dad was the strongest thing I've ever seen him do. So it could be good. I don't know. I just want to see if he keeps the physical thing, if he could put on, some weight, get a haircut, and learn how to talk better. No offense, he's really not that good. I'm just being honest. Then I'll be okay with it. But we have to see where they go with it. It's just everyone was talking about it. I just didn't want to see it. But we'll see where they go from it. He could prove me wrong. I hope he proves me wrong. Comment if you liked it. I just hope he does. Yeah, I really do. I want the best for pretty much everyone on the roster. Yeah, so hopefully he proves me wrong. Otherwise, I hope they just kick him to the curb or send him back to NXT so we can actually, send him to NXT, not even back, so we can learn how to do a lot of things. I don't think he had enough development before getting up there. Look at Apollo Crews. Look at everything he did before he got signed by NXT and all that. Look how talented he was, and they moved him up without any character or anything, and look how it worked out. He's had time on the main road. I thought he should have been down there. We'll see. Seth Rollins defeated Matt Riddle in a banger of a match. Great psychology, good back and forth. Having, Seth run his suck and Riddle get mad and all that at the end to lead to the stomp and the super stomp off the rope. I was okay with that. We got to see a different side of Riddle, and no matter what Seth says that he's done, it's not over. And I'm okay with that. I know I say that a lot, but I'm okay with it. They can keep it going. That was a hell of a match. I still feel they're number two, no matter what anyone tells me, I'm still going to say Gunther and Sheamus was the best. Sorry, not sorry. That was really good. And to have it go that way means it's going to carry on. So I'm super stoked about seeing where they go with it going forward into, Extreme Rules and all those other, shows coming up and where they go from that. But I think Riddle showing a different side is only good for his character. So if they drag it out a little longer, that's good. Working with Seth is good. He's much safer now than he was before. So I think that's a good thing. And then Roman Reigns successfully defended against Drew McIntyre. Is a great match. Put on a hell of a thing. Theory coming in to cash in, gets knocked up by Tyson Fury. So that drug that out. That answered the Theory question. The Usos weren't there. The Walrus wasn't there. I don't know what's up with the camera if you're watching. I don't know. It's been screwing with me all day once I hit this point. Sorry. But having Solo do it, escalate so quickly and pull the ref out. He said he wanted to do it on his own, build his own thing. And, him being in the bloodline just makes sense. He did a lot in 2.0. What else was he going to do? I mean, he could have been champion a few times, I think. At least something to help build something. But him there, because he is their little brother, like it's perfect. I just wish he would have stuck around longer and built it on his own, like he said he wanted to. But, when the opportunity is hot, you got to take it. And that was something that we all went, oh, damn, because no one saw it coming. So good on that, too. It was one of those, do they have like Drew win because it's in the UK and all that, or do they not? And Roman was getting booed out of the building, so it did everything it was going to do. I don't think that's done yet. I'm not sure the singing between Tyson Fury and Drew McIntyre was meant to be on camera, like live after the thing, but that was still good to see. And they put on a hell of a show. And again, just under 63,000 fans were there. I told you who was going to steal it. Couldn't believe Bianca took the fall. That was really the big one. And we'll see what Dom can do. But it was a good show for how much they talked about the anticipation. They put on a good one, and we'll see where they go going forward because they did do a lot of good things. I just want to see if Dom can be physical and talk and get a haircut. Please, God, get a haircut. I don't care if it's an homage to Eddie. Get a haircut. But that's where I'm going to leave it. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow along, share it out, and let me know what you think. And I'll be back here shortly. So until next time, peace.